all 6 power units of Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant should be put into cold shutdown mode. Ukrainian Energoatom insisted on this after the Russians blew up the Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant. The Russian occupation administration put the 5th power unit, which was operating in the hot shutdown mode, into the cold mode, but at the same time they put the 4th unit into hot mode.
The occupiers continue to commit criminal acts. They are once again violating the requirements of the operating license issued by State Atomic Energy Regulatory Committee of Ukraine to put all units of the plant into cold shutdown, as well as IAEA requirements. This is conscious and deliberate violation of Ukrainian and international legislation. Inevitable punishment awaits the Russian invaders. Petro Kotin, president of the national nuclear power generation company Energoatom, from an appeal to the Office of the Prosecutor General of Ukraine.
Ukrainian personnel refused to fulfill the order of the Russian occupation administration to put Unit 4 into hot mode. Employees of a company engaged by Rosatom did it instead, the State Atomic Energy Regulatory Committee of Ukraine said.
Accordingly, we have unpredictable personnel, irresponsible personnel at Zaporizhzhia ZNPP. I mean the personnel who are mobilized by the occupiers, by the occupation authorities. This is a very big risk, as well as in general a big risk of unauthorized personnel staying at Zaporizhzhia ZNPP, at the nuclear facility.
According to Ukrainian experts, the presence of military equipment, weapons and explosives on the territory of nuclear power plant and in the engine rooms of the power unit poses no less danger. On July 23rd, experts of the International Atomic Energy Agency found mines located in the buffer zone between inner and outer perimeter fences of the facility. Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, Rafael Grossi, said that the presence of such explosives was incompatible with IAEA safety standards and created additional psychological pressure on plant personnel. But Russia ignored his arguments. So far, IAEA inspectors have been unable to gain access to the roofs of the ZNPP reactors and their engine rooms. A team of international agency specialists have heard explosions somewhat close to plant over the past few days, Grossi said.
The increased risk of military action in the vicinity of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant has the potential to jeopardize nuclear safety at this major facility. I call on all parties to refrain from any action that could lead to a nuclear accident with potential consequences for public health and the environment. Rafael Grossi, Director General of the IAEA, from a publication on the organization's website.
In such a situation, Ukrainian experts estimate the risk of an accident at the power units to be as high as possible.
No reliable connection to the power grid, no reliable source of water supply, emergency preparedness and response system lost, crisis center not functioning, external crisis center, radiation monitoring system is down.
Energoatom has reported that Russian occupants have kidnapped Sergei Potyga, a labor safety engineer at Zaporizhzhia ZNPP. He is in captivity and is being tortured, the company said. The occupation administration is putting pressure on the families of Ukrainians who work at ZNPP. Blackmail by Russian occupiers at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant has recently become tougher, Minister of Energy of Ukraine German Halushchenko has said, in connection with the counter-offensive of Ukrainian forces. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Natalia Husak, Volodymyr Stengelov, UATV News.